Folks, and welcome to the channel. Will H, still in the race. The channel focused on getting out there and challenging ourselves as we get older. If you've seen the intro, you know a little bit about what this run's about. But today I'm out with Lee. Say hello, Lee.
Hi guys.
So yeah, the two of us are out, and what we're going to look at today is not every run has to be totally focused on training or even racing. Sometimes you can just get out there and have a bit of an adventure. Instead of going out your usual out and back loop, instead of going out on your normal loop, go out and run to somewhere, have an adventure. And that's what we're doing today, and I'm going to bring you along so you can have a look at the sights we see en route. We're just running from just outside of Beamish to Newcastle, but we're taking the scenic route. And I'll give you a look at what that looks like just now. Right, we're just arriving at that first point of interest now, straight away. We're going to coming to a place called Marshes. It's a bit of a nature reserve. We'll be racing on a boardwalk, running on a boardwalk soon. But you can see quite a bit of wildlife down here. Regular see deers, foxes, and all sorts of bird life and insect life. So it's very interesting down here. It's a nice place to come and walk the dog as well. And here we are on the boardwalks themselves through the marshes. Pretty dry at the moment, but in the winter this is all wetland. Very dry, in fact. The aim of today's run is to be a long one. As I say, we're having a bit of an adventure. It's going to be about 10 miles, 16k for those of you that work in new money. As I say, we're going to run from just outside of Beamish into Newcastle for hopefully coffee and cake when we get there. I'm just going to drop off now, and I'll pick this back up when we reach somewhere interesting. Right. And now we've crossed the road, we're coming into Cosy Woods. There's some sheds from Tanfield Railway, we'll see more of that later. But into the woods. There's no goods wagon there, probably coal. And a bit of the Heritage Railway, you can just see. We're about We're about to drop on the riverside path. When I see a river, it's more of a little brook stream through Beamish Burn, I believe. And coming up, you have the option on what side of the stream you want to run on. But the easier paths where I am now are more technical on the other side of the river. We're staying on this side of the river at the moment. We've got a bit of a bridge here if you want to go the other way. Just over the little brook, as I mentioned there. Again, I want to catch us in a bit. We're looking to keep this run easy, although the heart rate's going to be a bit all over because of the terrain. But we're going to walk the first minute every kilometre, therefore keeping the run easier than it otherwise could be. As I was saying, not every run has to be just about going out running. It doesn't have to be about going racing, trying to nail those efforts, trying to nail the session totally. You can get out there and, as they say in Hobbit's Lord of the Rings, and have an adventure. And that's exactly what we're doing today. There's no pressure on us. We're taking it easy. And we're just taking a scenic route. As you've seen so far, we're now in quite a dense woodland. After the marshes, dense woodland. And there's more to come. A few steps there just to add it. And we're at the top. The seat if you need it. Right. We're now coming on to the next place of interest on this route. It's Cozy Arch Bridge. It's the oldest still standing single arch railway bridge in the world. I'll give you a look, we're just about to come under it. It's got a great view, I'll show you in a moment. Down into the beck, which we just looked at before. See on both sides. This bridge is 32 metres long and a height of 28 metres. It's been here quite some time. Just as you cross off, there's an old reconstruction of one of the original carts that used to come over that bridge. That's when it was a horse-drawn railway rather than a steam-powered. A little bit of history there if you want to freeze and have a look. Picnic area. And we're going to continue along the line of it. See the railway line there? We'll see that again later. Heritage Railways level crossing here. And we're going to pop out on the road just here. Cozy Arch Pub, which is getting a new name, I believe. What's it say?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, it's going to be called, and opening soon. And behind it, we've got the Beamish Park Hotel. Great food. So we're going to continue along this roadway for a while, and then get off road again as soon as we can. With you in a moment. We're just heading into Tanfield railway line track now. It's an old heritage railway, steam trains and all that. Some of them run quite often. They have event trains such as the Chippy train. Check it out, great fish and chips. And in the winter they have the Polar train, great for the kids. We're just about to drop down on the path that runs alongside the railway. The car park was just starting to fill up when I came, so there's probably no trains running yet. So it's a shame, but we'll not see any. If I think on, I'll post a picture of one from an event that I've got just here. How are you doing, Lee?
I feel like I'm carrying a lot of tea. Struggling, I'm getting dragged along here.
Lee went to a party last night and ate too much food, folks. He's struggling a little bit this morning. Don't know if you caught that, but it's the horn of one of the trains there. Must be getting them ready for the day. And again. Just turn you around for a bit. You want to look at my mush all the time. Again, see, beautiful area, farmland, trails, and all this sort of thing can be on your doorstep. All you need to do is get out there and have an adventure. Again, this trail's nothing too technical. It's a nice gravel, undulating route, but just above the railway line. You'll see that shortly when we cross over it. But it's a lovely route to get out on. There we go, in fact, the railway line. And 6k done already. Yeah, it's not a very long railway line, this. It starts where we came on earlier in the run, and where we come off this path is the end of the line. It's a very short line, but a great experience, especially if you're a kid or you're into trains, or a big kid into trains. Hello. Hello, Pooch. All right. Hello. Oh, another Pooch. Hello, Pooch. When I said undulating, got a little bit of a hill here. Luckily, it's not too long. Bike. All right. Crossing the line. I'm sure we'll get squashed by a steam train. Yeah, we're just about to pop out onto the road and cross over onto the next section of the Tanfield Railway Pass. Although this one doesn't have any railway. It's just a bit of a bridleway that follows the route the railway line used to. And it allows us to avoid the road and not need to cut through Sunnyside. Although there's plenty of shops there if you need to top up or refuel. We are just going to take this little bypass down this lovely gravel bridleway and enjoy nature. Again, you can see it's an old railway line because we're in a bit of a cutting, bank sides either side, and the path cut down like this. Dead giveaway for an old railway line. Everything's so in full growth at the moment. It's like almost like running through a jungle canopy. Down that way and back up that way. Everything's just so green. Absolutely amazing, folks. Right, we're at Watergate Bends now, for those that know the area. We've popped out onto the main road. I believe there is a path through the park on the other side of the road, but I'm not familiar with it. So I'm sticking with this because I know where it goes. And it's dropping down with a bit of a climb at the end. But when I was young, this area, I'm going to show you Watergate Park. Watergate Park is over there. When I was young, this wasn't a park. It was an old landfill site, and it was like something out of a horror film. It used to be constantly burning. The methane on it was constantly on fire, like that blue flame that you see when methane burns. And during the day you could hardly see it, but on the night time, this whole area used to just glow blue. But let's say it's been cleaned up, the landfill digged out, the land cleaned, and it's now a nice park, nature reserve, playing fields, that sort of thing. So if it was the council that was responsible, they've actually did a good job. And forgive me for the road noise on this section. It is the busy road into Newcastle, but we'll be leaving it soon. Ooh, dark in here. Let go! There folks, out onto the A1, right, on a bridge above it. And walk a little bit. So that's 11 kilometres gone, about 4 or 5 left to go until we get into Newcastle. Echo. Right, we're across the A1 now. We're running alongside another main road into Newcastle. This one's called Askew Road. A few years ago, like quite a few now, in this area, there was a big garden festival. Because it was all reclaimed land. It's a housing estate now, but a few years ago it was a big garden festival, and that's how we've got this trail path going through this area now. A little bit of a legacy to when the garden festival was here. We're coming up to 12k now, so we're not far from the river town, folks. I'll bring us back in a bit. Echo! Can't help myself. And here we are, just about to pass over the River Tyne on the Redcliffe Bridge. The Redcliffe Bridge started construction in 1980 and it was opened 3 days later in 1983. It's about 876 I think meters long, and it's got a clearance river to bridge of around 26 meters. I'll show you the view in a moment, because it's a great view. You can see all the bridges looking down the Tyne. Oh, and we'll have a train crossing. View of some of the bridges across the Tyne from the Redcliffe Bridge and looking down on the River Tyne. The tide looks to be out at the moment, as you can see the mud banks. See all the way down there to the famous Tyne Bridge and beyond. Right, we're crossing this and into Newcastle, so I'll catch us back when we get there. Here we go, folks, off the bridge and officially into Newcastle. And that was running for an adventure. I'll show you a couple of sites as we head into the city proper and go looking for a coffee. Here we're coming on to the centre of life. There we go, folks, Central Station, our adventures end for today. Just short of 16 kilometres, so a really nice run there with Lee.
Enjoyed that, cheers Billy.